Yo, what's up, good peoples? And welcome to another episode of 88 Fantasy Wrestling. I'm your host, Sean P. And today's episode, y'all, we got a good one, man. So today's stip, man, is basically we're gonna be talking about the greatest stipulation matches that wrestling did ever had, man. So basically, what we talk about is everything from basically the OG stipulations that they had, man, from the lumberjack matches they used to have even back in the day, and like Stampede Wrestling, man, even going on to like the big blue steel cage matches. Anything they had, like, you used it to settle the score, you would say, like, type of matches, man. So, and I know, like, basically what inspired me to do this, man, is like recently they just did some things on SmackDown where they had did the 3 Stages of Hell match. They had brought that back, and I thought that was real cool for them to do with Cody and Drew. They did the 3 Stages of Hell. They did that, on SmackDown for the title, and you don't get to see it, not too much, man. So definitely, man, I want to take a look back at that, man. So we're gonna get into the greatest stipulation matches of all time in a second, man. So before we get to that, though, man, I gotta thank everybody, man, that just keep tuning in to us, man, checking out what we got, subscribing to us, man, keep hitting that like button, man, for sure. And keep checking out our past episodes, man. We just did the Bloodline episode, man, for sure, man. I know everybody was asking about that, man. I got a good reviews about it, man. I loved it, man. So check out that if y'all ain't seen that one yet. We got the of course the other episodes that we did. We got the WrestleMania episode, man. I got the greatest celebrity episode that we did. So everything on 88, man. Just keep checking out the archives, man, and check out what we got coming up, man. So appreciate y'all, man. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to this list, man. So yeah, man, like I say, the greatest match concepts of all time, man. So we done had a lot, man. If you want to do some honorable mentions, like we were just saying, man, we got to go, like, I would say, like, Granddaddy honorable. I ain't putting on here because it's really like a PBV at this point, man. It's the Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying? The Royal Rumble, man. Greatest Battle Royal concept ever. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't know about the Royal Rumble, man. We'll talk about that forever. I actually think we already did Royal Rumble episode. It was like the pilot episode we did was about greatest battle royals, man. So, definitely gotta put that on there, man. We talk about the lumberjack match, man, for sure. Let's see what we got. Last man standing match. Got to put the last man standing match on there. It's been so many good ones, man. So definitely got some good honorable mentions, man. But for us, man, here at 88, man, we're gonna get to the number 5, man. Number 5 concept match, man. We put the strap match on here, man. The old Caribbean strap match. If it was Savio Vega, you would say the Caribbean strap match, man. So had to put the strap match on here, man. So is it basically like that was like a no escape type of thing where you had both of your opponents, man. They was hooked up to like a leather strap, and I know like the main thing about that is that you could use it as a weapon. That was like the biggest thing about that. You could just hear that strap echoing throughout the arena. Every time somebody got welded with it, you see they just started to well up with the red marks on them. That's what I was like, really just a show of brutality, man. And I love the way that you finished the match. You know what I'm saying? You always finish those matches where you had to touch all 4 corners of the turnbuckles, you know what I'm saying? And then later on, they ended up coordinating when the lights came on when you would do it. And it's like if somebody broke the cycle, you had to do it all over. It was just brilliant, man. I loved it, man. So definitely had to respect the strap match, man. If you really like all of the aficionados, man, of that too, y'all know about the dog collar match, man. So the dog collar match is really like where it was at. That was like the most brutal style of the strap match because they was literally hooked up through their necks. You know what I'm saying? Like Magic Neck, they hooked up. Like, man, it was crazy, man. You all know about that one. That was back in 83, man. I actually got this here, so we're gonna do best and worst too on all these concepts, man. So for the strap match, man, the best one, man. Y'all go check these out, man. The best strap match, man. I put Chris Benoit, man. The crippler, Chris Benoit. I don't care, man. Benoit was an animal, bro. He was a straight technical dude, but Chris Benoit versus the Taskmaster, Kevin Sullivan, man, from Super Brawl '97, man. One of the coldest strap matches you'll ever see, man. Crowd was so into it at the Cow Palace. Please go check that out, man. And for the worst strap match, even though I loved it, man, but it was kind of silly at the end, I put Hogan versus Vader from Uncensored 95, man. So definitely y'all go check them out, man. Just like I say, just tell me what you think about it, man. But I had to put that out, man. And also, like I say, show some respect to JBL versus Eddie Guerrero, man. I love that one too because that was the one that made JBL the heavyweight title. It's probably the only time you see the heavyweight title change hand in a strap match, man. So check that out, man. I believe that was from Great American Bash '05. And also I had to put the Pirate versus Valentine dog collar match on here we were just talking about, man. So check those out, man. That was from Starrcade '83, I believe, as well. That Piper versus Valentine, way back, man. But they got it out there. It's out there, man. Y'all go check it out. All right. So at number 4, I put this match here. It's a little controversial, man, but it made the list only because, like I said, it shows off your endurance and really like an athlete, man. This shows off your athlete status right here, man. I put at number 4 the Iron Man match, man. I put the Iron Man match here at number 4, all right? So really, it's a time limit concept match, all right? So it was like the winner is the one who was getting the most pinfalls or falls, you would say, whether it be pin, a count out, disqualification, submission. You had to get the most falls in that time limit time to win. So whether it be an hour, a half hour, which most of them were like an hour, half hour long, whoever gathered the most wins won. You know what I'm saying? Like got the most up. So man, it was just, to me, man, it was just like it showed, like I said, it showed your endurance. That's the biggest word I put on here. It just showed like how much you could take. You know what I'm saying? To just be out there, man. People, think about this, man. People was going like 3-4 minute matches. Goldberg himself, you think that was like first name come out, or just bigger dude. I don't want to single my dude out, but bigger dudes themselves would go 3-4 minutes in a match, and it'd be a classic. Ultimate Warrior be a classic, but they gas because that's all they got. You know what I'm saying? You know how much they giving you when they doing all that. Imagine these dudes going 30 minutes, an hour in an Iron Man match. To me, and when you put a story into it, man, had to show the props to the Iron Man match, man. So the best one, man, to me, I put on here Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle from SmackDown 2003, man. I believe it was October 2003. Y'all, please go check that out, man. It was a straight classic to me, man. I love that match. It was for the title. Actually, another title change, too, now that I think about it, man. So I put that on here as the best one. Worst one, man, unfortunately, man, biased opinion. But I put Britt versus Shawn, man. WrestleMania 12, man. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I feel like it was cool. It was what it was. But the one zip fall to me, I really went with the one zip at the end. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't exciting as it could have been if it was like 4 to 5 pinfall wise. It was just one zip, you know, and it was overtime. So it's kind of like a baseball game. You know, imagine that Tigers win one zip. You know, it's a win, but oh my goodness, you know. So, hey, whatever there, Britt versus Shawn. All right, so check them out, man. And honorable mentions for the Iron Man matches, man, I had to put The Rock versus Triple H, man. That was from, I believe, Judgment Day '98, man. I love that one, man. It was a lot of fire up in there, man. So y'all check that one out, too, if y'all got some spare time. The Iron Man match. All right? All right. So, do a look, you know, real quick. All right. Well, where we at? Number 3, all right, Trey, man. So number Trey, I put this one right here, man. It's a classic, man. It really is a fun one for sure, man. So when I think about it, it's just like, hey, you know you about to have a good time with this one. I put the dreaded casket match, man. The casket match at number 3. And of course, as soon as you think of that, you know who you're thinking about, man. You're thinking about the dead man, the Undertaker. This match was custom made for the Taker, man, dude. And I remember the first casket match that I can remember was actually called a coffin match. And this was back in Survivor Series 1992. They had a coffin match, man, with the Ugandan Giant. Rest in peace, Kamala. Undertaker versus Kamala, man. I just remember Kamala's face being so afraid to get up in that casket and coffin, man. It was hilarious, classic stuff, man. But it developed into, like I said, this a dark closure to a feud. You know what I'm saying? You had some, of course, they branched out. I just really recently seen a casket match on NXT with I believe it was Izzy Dame, if it was her name, man, if I'm not mistaken, but the North American champ. And you know, it was pretty good too, man. She put on a good show, her and Blake, I believe it was, man. But it was pretty cool. So like I say, definitely, man, just to see like the concept of that, man, to see somebody had to get put into a casket, man, to win a match, it's just, oh, that's mind blowing in itself, man. So had to put that on here, man. Best casket match, man, I had to go with Undertaker versus Yokozuna from Royal Rumble 1994, man. If y'all ain't seen this one yet, please, man, stop what you're doing. Go check this out, man. It was something to see, man. It was a sight to see for sure, man. I don't want to spoil anything, but it was really, like I say, the match. I mean to say this, the match was only like 5 minutes long, but it was just unbelievable, man. It would say like the aftermath of the match and everything. The show, it was must-see TV, man, for sure. So, and then the worst one, man, I put Undertaker versus Heidenreich, man, for some reason. Like I said, you could have picked a lot of couple ones towards the end. It was getting kind of silly. I was thinking about, I believe it was, he had one with Kama Mustafa. He had one with Mark Henry. It was a couple that could have made it, but I put the one with Heidenreich over here because it was just so forgettable, man. From, I think that was Rumble 05, you know. So if y'all want to check it out, you check it out, man, if you want, man. And a couple of honorable mentions, man. I had to put Taker. I put Taker versus Randy and Bob Orton on here, man. I thought that one was pretty solid, man. That was from, I believe, Armageddon. It was from 2004 or 5. Yeah, I believe 2005. That should have been. So you can check that out. And then also I had to put the Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, man. Royal Rumble 1998. Unfortunately, that's when my man got the back injury. So go check that out just for nostalgia feeling. You can, you know, be a part of history and see, you know, how history unfolded with that. So check those out, all right? So at number 2, I put, like I say, it was debatable. You probably could have flip-flopped these two last ones, man. But for number 2, I put the climbing that ladder match, man. I put the ladder match at number 2. All right. So the ladder match, man. It was actually, man. Y'all, a lot of people don't know this, but the ladder match was actually introduced by Bret Hart, man. Bret Hart actually was the one that introduced the ladder match. So he came up with this concept. He got it from his pops, man. His pops actually ran a federation out in Calgary. It's called Calgary Stampede Wrestling. And I guess this was something that they used to do. I don't know who they did it like back when, but he got the idea from his pops in that organization. Brought it to Vince and was like, you know, let's try this out. So I believe him and Shawn Michaels started having like tester ladder matches. I want to say like even back in like 92, I want to say. They said that this was happening. So remember, Shawn and Razor didn't do it in 94 when we first started the first one, but they had like pilot episodes of the ladder matches. Like, I don't know if you got tape of this. I think it is actually tape of this, but in like 92, you can see a ladder match the very first. So shout out Bret Hart, man. He definitely don't get his props, man. You know, Bret made this ladder match up. So, of course, like I say, man, it was basically just have stakes. You know what I'm saying? You want to have something to you climb for, you have stakes. You know, you usually was grabbing that title, you know, after the end of feud, who's the rightful champion. Later on, they end up developing into, of course, the briefcase, you know, and now he got his own pay-per-view now, the Money in the Bank, you know, but the ladder match in itself, man, is always super exciting, man. You first thing you think about is probably the Hardy Boys and the Dudley's Edge and them going at it, man, Christian going at it, and, you know, it was just, like I say, the thing was it was like you know, they called it a car crash, but it was just like a spectacle to see. It never stopped. It was bam, action, bam, 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 action, 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 action. You know, so that's why we love the ladder match, man. It was just TNA, total nonstop action, man. Pardon the pun, but you know, gotta give them guys their props. Of course, I put the best ladder match on here, man. I put Shawn versus Razor, man. You could have put the triple threats, man, but I went with the OG classic because I just love the fact that it's an OG classic, you know. So Shawn versus Razor Ramon, WrestleMania 10, 1994, MSG, man. You know the history. Go check it out. And for the worst ladder match, man, I've actually put Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vincent Shane from King of the Ring 99. I remember that match, man. It was terrible, man. For real. It was the main event of King of the Ring. And I remember they had somebody hokey dokey and playing with the ladder, and Austin couldn't grab. It was hokey, and it wasn't worth it, man, to me. But check it out just for if you want to get the giggle out of it, man. Stone Cold versus Vincent Shane, King of the Ring 99. All right, and so that leaves one, and y'all probably know what it is, man. The number one match concept, man, WWE history. We went with Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell, man. Hell in a Cell. All right, so let me tell y'all about this, man. So Hell in a Cell came about in 1997. All right, and I remember this came because they had this feud going on right after SummerSlam 97. Bret Hart ended up winning the world title from The Undertaker. He won the world title because Shawn ended up actually hitting Undertaker with the chair. So that started off the Undertaker and Shawn's feud. Undertaker and Shawn had never feuded up to that point. They've been in the Federation together for 7 years, up to there. Never had feuded. So going into that, it was just the hottest thing going. But they played Shawn as the chicken, going against Taker. That was basically their thing. So when they first fought at the Ground Zero pay-per-view, it was like a double DQ, a double count-out type of style. It didn't end clean. So they second match going into it, they made, like I say, Shawn was running away trying to avoid him. So that's where they came up with this no escape type of idea. And it was called Hell in a Cell, man. It was a steel cage, basically a fence, not the big blue bars that we was used to. It was the fence, and it had the top on top of it. Y'all know the Hell in a Cell by now, man. But to me, like I say, when you see that first one, it was just mind-blowing, man. It introduced Kane, the way they brought Kane in, I thought was brilliant, man. So I even probably got to look at the notes for this, but hey, man, definitely, you're going to see anything today, man, check out the OG classic Hell in a Cell match. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, October 1997, St. Louis, Missouri. Don't ask me how I remember all that. But check it out, man. It's so much fire, man. Love it. And like I say, yeah, of course I did put that. And then the worst, man, I put Taker versus Boss Man, WrestleMania 15. Yeah, everybody know the story behind that. But if you don't, man, I don't even want to tell it, man. But you can go check it out, man. You comment yourself. I'm gonna let you comment yourself on that one, man. And then notables, man. The 6-man, I love the 6-man match that they had at Armageddon 2000 with Kurt Angle being the champ going against Kishi, Taker, Triple H, Rock, and Stone Cold, man. It was beautiful action, man. Please go check that out if y'all got some spare time. And also Triple H versus Shawn Michaels, man. They put on a great one too, and that one was at I believe it was Vengeance 2003, man, if I ain't mistaken. So check that one out as well, man. Been some good Hell in a Cells out here, no doubt. And like I said, y'all get some spare time, man. Hopefully y'all get y'all something to check out, man. Have a good popcorn weekend with, man. So that's it, man. I wanted to get to that, man. So that's what we got for that. And also, man, you see the shirt, of course, man. So we're going to get back to the bracket, man. So let's go ahead and update the bracket, man. Unfortunately, my Pistons, man, they couldn't get it, but we going to come back even stronger next year. But just to keep y'all updated, man, so let me know where we left off at, all right? So we had, for the old school, man, Mr. Perfect ended up upsetting Rod Piper, right? Moved on to the next round, man. Owen Hart defeated Ted DiBiase, man. He moved on. We had Razor Ramon. He beat Ravishing Rick Rude, man. He ended up advancing. In the British Bulldog, David Boy Smith, he actually defeated Jake the Snake Roberts, all right, to move on. Over here in the new era, man, we had my guy, Umaga. He made easy, quick work out of number 8 seed test, all right? Sami Zayn here, man, the Sandman, he ended up getting defeated by Samoa Joe, who was moving on. So we had them two guys advancing, right? Over here, man, we had Mr. Kennedy. He ended up beating my guy, Steve Regal. All right, so Steve Regal is gone, unfortunately. Kennedy moved on. And then we had the Papa Oos, man. He ended up losing to Booker T. All right, so just to let y'all know, man, these matches are already capped up. So I wanted to give y'all the update. So just to let you know, man, second round action, man. Perfect, man. He actually got the win, man. Perfect, man. Mr. P, he got the win against Owen, man. So Mr. Perfect is actually going to be moving on, y'all. Me moving on up. So we're going to go ahead and advance my guy. All right. Let me get you here, sir. All right. So that's where you rightfully belong, man. You actually beat Owen Hart, man. So, and then right here, man, I heard about this one as well, man. And I would say a shocker, man, but Bulldog actually defeated Scott Hall, man, Razor Ramon, man. So Bulldog is going to be moving on, man. So in the finals, we would call it the old school finals, man. We're going to have Mr. Perfect going up against the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, man. All right, so then over here in the new era, man, what we had Samoa Joe going up against Umaga, man. You imagine Samoa Joe and Umaga going up against each other? Fire, man. But man, anyway, man, hard hitting classic, man. But my dude, number 1 seed, Umaga, man, end up advancing, man. So We will take Oos, man. Umag, man. You going right here, sir. You made your way to the finals. And then right here, man, we had Mr. Kennedy. Unfortunately, he was upset, man, by Booker T, man. So the Booker T, man, ended up moving on, man. I heard it was a good one too, man. But Book ended up moving on and advancing to the new era finals, man. And so there it is, y'all. The finals are set. All right, let me let y'all know. So we got Mr. Perfect here, man. You see my man, Mr. P. He gonna be taking on the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, for the right to go to the 88 Fantasy Championship round, man. And they're gonna be taking on the winner of Umaga versus Booker T, man. So what y'all think, man? What you think about that, man? Who gonna win those, man? Some good matches right there. Mr. Perfect versus British Bulldog. Okay, man. And then we got Umaga versus Booker T, man. Winner face off. I can't wait, man. That's some good action right there. So let's see what we got for that, man. All right. I can't wait, man. You know what they fighting for? That 5 pounds of precious gold right there. That 5 pounds of precious gold they're fighting for. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. I'm so super excited. We're going to see who's going to win in advance, man. Keep tuning in right here on 88 Fantasy Wrestling, man. I appreciate all the love, y'all. And if y'all ain't got too much more, I don't have too much more, man. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So, again, man, y'all keep tuning in. 88 Fantasy Wrestling. Your boy, Sean P. I am out. Peace.